Good morning, world. The other day, I was looking at the original video I posted on ADHD. Click up here, I'll link it for you if you missed it. And I saw a comment from a young man who mentioned that he was diagnosed with ADHD as a child and was placed on medication, but eventually taken off the medication. So now he wasn't sure if he still had ADHD. Well, the first thing to know is that many children do outgrow the symptoms of ADHD. But the research on that is so varied that we're not, or at least I would say I'm not quite sure what the actual number is, because you will find places where it says as low as 30% of children with ADHD outgrow it. There will be other places where you'll go and you'll see that it's 60% of children with ADHD who outgrow those symptoms. So a lot of kids do, but the numbers, depending on who did the research, vary quite greatly. If you are in that other group of kids who did not outgrow your symptoms, here are some signs that you may still be dealing with ADHD. First is that inability to pay attention. People with ADHD have a serious issue with that. They're just unable, their body's not able to sit there and pay attention for too long. If you are one of those people, you're struggling to watch this video right now. They're very easily distracted. The simplest things can distract them. The wind, the pattern on someone's clothing, just about anything. And of course, the lower their interest level in the topic or the task at hand, the lower their focus level, the lower their ability to pay attention to that task. So one of the things that we need to make sure happens is to build or engage in tasks that you have a higher interest in, and you'll be able to pay attention better. Restlessness is the other one. They are restless and fidgety, especially when they're doing static activity, things like reading, where you're sitting in one position, or being in a meeting where you're just sitting there listening, where there's not too much moving. They're a little bit better with active stuff because there's not as much consistency. So restlessness and fidgety. Anytime they have to sit for too long, they start getting fidgety and need to move and need to get out. And of course, they're very easily frustrated, because imagine you're trying to pay attention, you're focused, you're trying to zen in, and it is just not working. And that causes them to sometimes be very easily frustrated or have a short fuse. But I assure you, it's not because they're mean. They're not trying to be mean. They're actually really, really, really good people. It's just that they're fighting this battle that is just difficult to handle inside of them, and sometimes it comes out on others. 3 is that they are multi-starters. People with ADHD have a tendency to go around and just start every single thing that is on their plate. Everything that they have to do, they'll start on, and because they just keep moving and changing that scenery. But they never focus long enough to actually finish. That's why they have difficulty with deadlines. They start a lot of things, but they're not as great about finishing them, because in order to finish, you need to be able to pay attention long enough to do work on it. So they start a lot, work on everything. At the end of the day, they're really tired because they've worked a whole lot. They just never got anything accomplished. Very disorganized. They lose things. They miss deadlines. They half the time, because again, they are multi-starters, they don't even know what they're working on or how many different things they're working on. They have things happening all over the place. Until they get a good organization system, they are very disorganized. They have difficulty maintaining a deadline, and sometimes it's like the deadline is, a suggestion of when you might hopefully possibly get it done. But in their mind, they're really focused on trying to get it done by that deadline. It's just that the body and their mind is just not cooperating. And finally, they are frequently and very easily overwhelmed, and who wouldn't be? Because they have everything going. So some people will describe having ADHD as having every single ball in your universe in the air. Imagine having 2 hands and having all the balls in the air and trying to catch all of them. And of course, that is what makes it feel so overwhelming, because it's hard to grasp everything that they're trying to do. So, yeah, that is pretty much it. A serious inability to focus, very easily distracted, and You know, the lower the attention, the lower the focus. 2, restlessness and fidgety, and sometimes having a short fuse, but they are very nice people, I swear. Multi-starters. They get, if they have 20 things to do, they will start all 20 things and then can just go around from 1 to 20 and never actually getting any work done. Very disorganized. They will lose things, they miss deadlines, and have their life or work and anything that they are doing often end up being chaos. And 5, they are frequently overwhelmed because it feels like they have every single ball in their universe in the air and only two hands to catch all of them. That is all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have a great day.